What kind of a threat does Giannis present whenever you see him on the court?
He's able to protect the basket really well, get in the paint and find his shooters. He's able to push in transition, and he does a great job getting to the basket. So it's going to be a game where we have to get back in transition and load up.
When you play, obviously you guys have a goal of making it really deep in the playoffs. When you play another really good team, does any part of your thought process go to what it would look like in a playoff series?
No. For us, it's taking a game at a time. We know, a couple teams that we play is potential matchups, whether it's the finals or in a playoff series in the Western Conference. But we try to make sure that we go into every game and look at it as its own. It's going to be times where we get closer to the playoffs and we kind of know who we're playing, where we kind of lock in on opponents. But for right now, we try to make sure that we just win ball games.
When you guys have been reviewing the last game you played against the Bucks, what have been the points of emphasis?
Getting back in transition. We had a couple turnovers. It was the last game of that trip, so last games always don't go too well. But we know our points of emphasis. They're a team that loads up a lot in the paint, and we were trying to make pocket passes and get in the paint and make dump off passes that wasn't there. And we know that the weak side and top of the floor is going to be open for us.
What about you? You were coming off an ankle injury and missed the previous game. Do you feel like you're more ready physically for this game than you were last time?
Yeah, I'm pretty healthy.
Is there something you feel like maybe you couldn't physically do last time that you might be able to do better?
I was physically able to do everything. Just I'll be physically able to do everything tomorrow.
LeBron jumps out. Do you have? You obviously don't have a vote, but who would be your MVP this year?
LeBron James.
Okay, so maybe it's tough to be objective. You're so close to it, but what would be the case you would make for LeBron over Giannis or the rest of the field?
Things he ever do on the floor. He shoot the ball, he can pass, he gets everyone involved. He can take over games. I saw Kendrick Perkins say something that if he was in he got robbed of 4 MVPs because he was in the East or something like that. You guys see when LeBron's off the floor, how our team operates. We kind of struggle a little bit with him off the floor, and I think that it's about who's most valuable to their team. And for me, just being around it this whole season, I think my vote goes to LeBron.
LeBron stays motivated by being the best player in the world. How do you see that mentality manifest?
He locks in. And when you want to be the greatest, it's certain things that you have to do, and he does those things. He takes care of his body. He's in the gym, getting his work in. To make sure that he's always healthy and ready to play when he has to. So, he made a comment the other day during the game that he's a machine. He don't want to. He don't like coming out of games because he's a robot. And then as soon as he said that, the next play, he had the little Shaq and the Fool thing. So
That wasn't the flood rule?
a little malfunction right there. So, but he does the thing necessary to give himself the title of being the best in the world.
AD, people talk about LeBron's leadership and head for the game. Is there something about that he does off the floor or intangibly that you feel like you can kind of incorporate to what you do as a leader?
Everybody lead in their own ways. He has a style where he's very vocal and whereas me, I'll say things, but I'm more lead by example. But I think the things he do off the court, as far as a team leader, with the guys. I think I started to pick up a little bit and doing those same things.
Yeah, a lot of times, when star players are in games together, we focus on what they do offensively, how many points they score, and things like that. You and Giannis obviously are two very defensive-oriented players as well. Is there kind of a different kind of fun that goes in it for you when it's kind of can also be looked at as defense versus defense?
Yeah, I think they're number 1 in the league. I think we're number 2. I think. And so it's going to be a defensive game. We talked about how we're going to win this game, and we're going to have to score. They do a great job of loading up. boxes and elbows and making it tough for any team offensively. And for us, we kind of had the same mindset. So I wouldn't be surprised if the score was not a high-scoring game, just for the fact that both teams are defensive-minded. And, I mean, that's what you want. You want a good defensive game and, see who gets the best of each other.